What's going on, guys? This is Ninja Chortle and I'm back, and we have a new video today, and we're going to talk about Uncharted. The Uncharted series is one of my favorite video game series of all time, and Uncharted 4 being probably the best game I've ever played. But we're not actually talking about the games today. We're going to talk about the Uncharted movie. This actually comes completely out of nowhere for me, even though the news on this movie has been developing for quite some time. Literally yesterday, the day before this video is uploaded, it was the first time I've actually heard about it. So maybe this video is the first time you've heard about everything as well. So I'm hoping that is the case, because yeah, guess what, guys? They are working on an Uncharted movie. That's what I'm making this video about. So like I said, they've actually been developing a script for several months now, and it's been written by Joe Carnahan. And if you're unfamiliar with Joe Carnahan, which trust me, I am as well, Joe Carnahan is actually same guy that's actually going to be writing a screenplay for the upcoming X-Force movie that's going to be, you know, with the whole X-Men cinematic universe with Ryan Reynolds. That's the rumor in the very least, but he's actually one of those guys. He's working on that stuff right now, and this script that is done, it is completed. It's supposed to be an R-rated script for the movie. As of right now, Naughty Dog and Sony, they haven't read the script. They don't know exactly what's in it, but for the most part, the script is supposedly gonna go in its own direction. It's not gonna be a mirror of Uncharted 1 or Uncharted 4 or anything like that, but it's supposed to have its own story. But obviously it's going to be within the Uncharted universe, and it's going to be its own setup. It's going to have its own unique story without being a direct adaptation of the video games, which is totally fine, because of course when you try to adapt a video game story to a movie, you can't just do it one for one, and that's totally understandable. But I'm very excited about this. So the movie is supposed to have some crazy action sequences. We already know based off of the game, because again, the movie script is based off of and inspired by events of the game. It's one of the most well voice acted, animated, high production video game franchises there has ever been, and it's incredible to watch, especially if you ever played Uncharted 4. There are so many long sequences where feels just like a movie. There's plenty of gameplay, but it's also plenty of sit back, get some popcorn, and watch Sully and Nathan Drake and watch Elena and Sam and everyone that's in the franchise just do their thing. It's incredibly entertaining. So this movie is very exciting for me as a big fan of the franchise, big fan of Naughty Dog, and also hopefully will open up the door for a Last of Us movie. Honestly, when I saw this saw the latest news for this movie, I thought it was a joke and thought people were actually talking about the Logan movie, because remember when the first Logan trailer came out and how similar it looked to The Last of Us, and all the jokes are coming out about how the Logan looks just like The Last of Us movie. That's what I thought they actually were talking about, but they said Uncharted. Is like, wait, no, that's Uncharted. Wait, there's an Uncharted movie? Holy shit. Like, okay, when did that happen? So yeah, this has been going on for quite some time. Another thing that's worth noting with the Uncharted movie, just in case you don't know, the producer on the Uncharted movie is Avi Arad. I may even have butchered his name now, but that is a very familiar name to me because I love comic books and I love comic book movies, and I know exactly who this guy is because he was a producer on the original Spider-Man series with Tobey Maguire. So all of those movies, he was a producer on those. He was a producer on the Iron Man movie. He was a producer on the X-Men movies. He's even a producer on the upcoming Ghost in the Shell movie that's coming out next month. So he is all about adapting all of these comic book things and Ghost in the Shell's manga. So the video game side of it too, I have no doubt that in the very least on the production side that is taken care of and is going to be well done. So that part is in good hands. With Joe Carnahan, I personally don't know a whole lot about his history, but again, he is a big time producer. He has been on quite a few things like The Blacklist, and he's been a writer. Real quick, he's writing for Bad Boys for Life, so that's an upcoming movie coming out soon. He's with the whole X-Force and so on. He has things. He's Smoking Aces as well, which I really like Smoking Aces. So there you go. But yeah, guys, like, what do you guys think of the Uncharted movie? The latest news that is going to be R-rated, and that it looks like it's going to happen. It hasn't been fully set yet, but once the script is reviewed by Sony, by Naughty Dog, and they give it the okay, we may be looking at an Uncharted movie in 2018 or 2019. All of that would be so amazing. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think of the latest developments for this movie. Let me know if you want to see this movie. Do you think it would be better than the Lara Croft movies? Because they are very similar franchises, but the older Lara Croft movies are based on the older Tomb Raider games. Do you think that which they are making a new Tomb Raider movie, do you think those are going to be in direct competition with each other with the Uncharted series? Because it's going to be very interesting between those two. So let me know, hit the comments, hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to be trying to keep up with both the Tomb Raider movie and the Uncharted movie as best as I can on this channel, among all of the other video game that's content that's here on this channel, which includes whatever you see: Overwatch, Marvel Future Fight, Spider-Man PS4, Horizon Zero Dawn, and other indie games and stuff like that. So hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, and do all the good things, and I will see you guys next week with more content.